In this video, I'm going to show you how to use GitHub Actions workflows to automatically deploy Python package to PyPI. Let me open the browser. So in the previous tutorials, here number 11 and 12, I already show you how to create a Python package using cookie cutter template and also how to publish a Python package on PyPI. But you probably know that every time if you want to upload a package to PyPI, you need to use the command line and then to upload the package. But in this video, I'm going to show you a better way that you can, every time when you update GitHub, when you can create a release, it will automatically deploy to PyPI. So in that way, you don't have to manually upload the file, and it's much better. So everything is streamlined. Okay, so let's get started. First, let me go open the package. Okay, so we developed this like a demo package. Okay, so it doesn't right now have any real functionalities, but I'm just going to show you later how you can add more functions. But in this video, we're just going to show you how to deploy the package. Okay, so if you come go to the repo, and then the repo, the link in the description. If you go to the documentation, .github, and then workflows, here you will see these three workflows that are preloaded with the template. If you click the PyPI.yml, so this is basically a GitHub action. Anytime if you create a new release, it's going to trigger this action, and this action basically is going to runs through this all kind of commands and then deploy to GitHub to PyPI. The last one here, you probably see this one, right? Python setup sdist and also bdist view. So this is the source distribution. This is the binary distribution. It's going to create this one and then upload. This one basically doing the same thing that what we did in the last video, how to upload, but it's automated. In order to be able to upload package to PyPI, you will need to set a secret. So secrets.pypi user and also username. Okay, so we need to set this too. But before we can set this, we need to get a value, right? So how do we get this? Let's go back to the package template, and then from here scroll down. You will see the icon. So all we need to do is click the icon. It will take you to the PyPI website, and make sure that you log into your account, right? And once you log in, you will see here on the page, you will see the button manage project. So if you click, it will ask you to enter your password. So I'm just going to use my password, confirm, and then click settings. Okay, so here, this is where what we need to do. We're going to create an API token. So this one here, earlier I showed you that we need two environment variables, so basically secrets. So they basically use the connection. In this way, you don't have to enter the username and password. Okay, so basically just the API token is a proxy for your username and password. What you need to do is to click this one. Okay, once it's clicked, it's going to ask you the token name and also the scope. So you want the scope to just to this project. You don't want the scope for the all the project, because if someone has your token or your API, they will be able to modify all your projects. So you don't want to do that. We just want to select this one, geo demo, and then we can say this token name, maybe GitHub, maybe lowercase GitHub, and geo demo. Okay, you can choose whatever name you need. It doesn't matter. It's just kind of a name that you can reference. Okay, so once you have this, look at this one. So this is basically a token. Think about just like a password, but it's encrypted. And this one is very important, because if you release this one to anyone, they will be able to actually modify your project. So you don't want to let anyone know this. And all you need to do is just to copy now, because you won't be able to see this one again. Once it's done, you will not be able to use anymore. Okay, so you can copy the token, and then so set the username. I'm going to show you in here. So set the username to token, and then set your password to token value, including this one. So all you need to just copy this one. So next, let's go back to the Python package. So as you can see, we need the PyPI username and also PyPI password. I'm just going to copy this line in case that, okay, open a notepad, and then because we need this too. Okay, so next, go to settings. From the settings, click secrets at the bottom here, and upper right corner, new repository secret. Okay, and the first one here, it will be this one, PyPI user. Okay, don't include the space, just copy, come back to here, paste, and the value, we're going to use this one. Set your username to this. Okay, so we just copy this one, underscore token, come back to here, paste. Right, so this one is asking GitHub, okay, we're going to authenticate using the token. So okay, the username is token x secrets. So now we have this one. Next one, new repository secret. Open this one and then copy this PyPI password values. Okay, so this is where you need this one. You will need to copy the entire string. You can also click the copy token and come back to here, paste, add secrets. Okay, so we are done. Now we have set up this username and password automatically. So we will be able to use this one to automatically release to PyPI. Let me come back to here, and you don't need to change anything else, I think. Okay, so you can go back to the project. We're done with the GitHub secrets. So next step is we can make some changes to the repo, and then we can put out another release. And then once that release is get to GitHub, GitHub will automatically put the publish the package to PyPI. Okay, so next, let's open the repo on our local computer. Okay, you can use a Visual Studio Code to open, right? And I'm going to show you here, for example, on the README, right? So this is the README file going to showing up here on the repo. So if you see this one, maybe we can add a few more pages, or we can add some text in here. This is just a demo. Okay, it's not going to have any real functionality. And I'm going to go to my GitHub repository, the gmap.org. You will see here I have a few more, so maybe we can add a few more to this one. All you need to do, go to my GitHub repository, and then go into the docs folder. Scroll down to see the index.md. So this is actually the website. The website that I show you, the gmap.org, is come from here. So this is the homepage. If you want to see what's behind, for example, if you want to add a few more pages, for example, downloads, and then documentation, also build, also the MIT license, you can click the raw button. Then all you need to do is just to copy. So I can show you, for example, let me copy the entire thing in here. Then come back to the repo, and all you need to do is just hit enter, control V to paste. Then we can selectively see which one we're gonna keep. We already have this one, right? The Gmap demo. And so now we want to maybe we can keep this one here. Contact first. That one we're going to add later. So, but we can keep it right now. And what else? PyPI. This is how many downloads, and also the workflow. I'm going to remove my other stuff in here. And the license, okay, so I'm gonna keep these few items, but you also need to change the name, right? Okay, so the package name is Gmap, but right now we have a new name called GeoDemo. So all you need to do is just hit Control F when you open the file, and then click this one here, just change Gmap to GeoDemo. Okay, so in this way, everything is automatically changed. Click the icon here, replace all, and so okay, it's done. What you need to do next, Control S to save the editing. Then you can hit Control K and V to see to basically preview what is in here. Okay, let me see here. Geo demo. Sometimes it doesn't show up anyway. Okay. And you can also make some changes. For example, scroll down here, features to do. You can say you can add another item. Okay. To do. 2, whatever. Okay, Control S. So now this is basically we have made some changes, and the other way that you can preview the repo is to use another package called grid. So I'm going to show you in here. Let's use the terminal. Again, you can open the terminal from here and then click the terminal. Then we can conda, okay, conda activate demo, because we create a demo environment last time. On the left here, after you activate, you will see this one. So next, all you need to do, pip install grip, hit enter. So this is the Python package that you can use to preview. Okay, so once you have the grip, then you can just grip, hit enter. Okay, the script, check this. Anyway, if done, I will fix this in the next video. We don't have time to go through this right now. Basically, grip is a package that you can use to preview GitHub. Preview markdowns that is going to render in GitHub, because it uses control KMV. It might not look exactly the same, so we want to use the other package. Anyway, so once we have made all the changes, all you need to do, click here, and then on the left side, this is Git, right? You can click this one. You will see that what kind of changes we have made, right? Red color means being deleted, and the yellow color, green color on the right here shows you what kind of things have been added. And so all we need to do, we just need to write a message to commit the changes and then push to GitHub. So what we want to do, just say add more pages, okay, and then all you need to do, control enter. Okay, once it's being control enter, then you can push this one to GitHub. So it will only take a couple seconds. Then we can go back to GitHub and look at this one, refresh. Okay, so now you see this one. I don't know why this is not coming. Okay, right here. Well, it might take some time, because this project might take a few hours, because we only published this one a couple hours ago, so it might not be available yet. We can check back tomorrow. Okay, so once we have this, let's say you have some functionalities, and now you want to read this one to PyPI. This is being built right now, and so what we can do is to go back to here, and what you need to do is to actually bump version, bump B-U-M-P, because the early version that we use, if you go here, see the setup, so CFG, right now the version is 0.001, right? So we can actually bump version to 0.002, 0.02. So all we need to do, go to the command line. You can just CLS to clear up, and then just type the command BUMPVERSLON. Okay, bump version, and then PATCH. So the patch means we're going to increase the last digit from 1 to 2. If you can also bump version minor. If it's minor, then you will get 0.1 and 0.0. Okay, 0.1. If you bump version major, then you will change this one to 1. Okay, 1.01, something like that. Because we don't, right now we just use this as a placeholder. We don't want to increase the number too big, so we just use bump version patch. Hit enter. Okay, looks like it's not being ready. Okay, so I just took some time to figure out what's going on with this. On Linux, it works just fine, but on Windows, looks like when you use a pip install and some packages, sometimes it's not being installed to the package in this directory. So I'm going to show you here. If you go to C, users, your name, and it should be miniconda or anaconda 3, envs, and then demo. So most of the packages should be installed under here. You'll be lib type packages. Things should be come in here, but in some cases Windows actually install the package to the other directory. So if you just pip, for example, install and then grep, okay, So earlier I showed you that I want to use this package to actually to preview Markdown, but it didn't work. So I just figured out that okay, it's being installed to this directory. We can maybe see we can copy this one, and then or we can open in a new directory. So once you open, it actually comes to here. You can also right click here to maybe open in another folder. So I can right click and then open review file in File Explorer. Okay, and you can come back to here, side packages. So and then click Python 3.8. This is probably something that's common to all the environment that are using the same package. So I think it's installed to another central location. I personally don't like it, but right now you will see here bump version. So the .exe, the reason why we used this earlier, it didn't work because this one is not in the file path. So what we need to do is we need to copy this one and then go to your computer, right click, maybe properties. It comes to here. So maybe you can use your control panel and then go to systems. So from here, you can click this one, allow remote access. Then can click which one? Advanced environment variables. Then select here, took a look at this one, go to path. Okay, double click. And so you see a list of paths in here. The reason that why we were not able to type the command because some of those the file path is not in there. So what we need to do, Control V, okay. And so this is right now the file path contains all the exe that we want to execute. Then you just see okay, and then you can close all this. I'm not sure if we need to maybe restart the Visual Studio Code. So this close everything. Then we can open Visual Studio Code again. And so now we open the same project. See, we can conda activate demo. Okay, and this time see we can use grip. Okay, it's work now. So this time when you type a grip, and it's going to show you that okay, running on HTTP localhost, and just control, click the link, it's open this one. So this is basically a preview of what's going on in here. And so they say this is the this page is more is basically the same as what is being shown in here. So this package is better for preview Markdown rather than using Control K and V. Sometimes it doesn't work very well. Okay, so once you type this one, if you want to stop this, you can just hit Control C. If you hit Control C, it's not copy, it's basically stop this process. So once it's done, then so the next step is that we want to, you can type CLS to clear. So we want to bump the version. As I showed you earlier, set type.cfg. This one right now is 0.1. So we want to bump this one to a newer version. All we need to do, come back to here, just type bump version, SION, and then patch. Hit enter. Okay, so it's automatically being bumped right now, 0.02. And so this is the newer version. And the next few commands that you need is to git push hyphen text. So text means basically right now we bump this one to a new version and then we add a new tag. Okay, all we need to do, we're going to push this to GitHub. So you just git push hyphen text and then hit enter. It's automatically pushed to GitHub. So now the new version is 0.0.2, and you can also just git push. It's going to push everything to GitHub. So all the changes that we made on a local computer, now it should be available here. So we just need to refresh. Once it's refreshed, you can see this is being right now, GitHub Actions is checking and building the package. And so what we need to do, come back to here. If you see the text release text, and you see here right now it's version 0.02, right? So all you need to do, click this one, text, and then upper right corner here, create release. So what we want to do is that we want to create a release here, and then the release will be automatically published to PyPI. So just click this one, And from here you can just use the same thing. So I just use the version, just you can change if you want. And here you can have a description. Okay, you can, this is basically you can use markdown or text if you want to see some reference, like what I usually do. To you can take a look at the gmap package, click the GitHub repo, and then you can click the release. So this is what I use, right? So every time if I push a new release, I add a new features and also improvement, for example. So you can see like go through. You can also have text. You can also have list and all the list. You can also link to a specific feature or issue. We'll talk about this later in this course, but for now, let's just assume that we just add one item. We can have like dash and then say edit more basis. Okay, that's it. Just a simple one. Just basically demonstrate what changes have you made. Okay, and then you don't need to do anything else. Just publish release. Once you hit publish, now this is already available on GitHub. So next step, click this one, actions, and this is what we want, right? So once you click the actions, you see here right now is running this PyPI actions. And so GitHub right now is working on this, trying to build the package and then release the package to PyPI. So once this is done, okay, it's pretty quick, right? So it's over, and we can go back to the repo front page. Then you can click this one. Voila! So we have successfully automatically deployed this one to PyPI. So in the future, we will no longer need to come back to this one to do manual settings. So all we need to do, just the same workflow, open Visual Studio Code, make changes, and once you are done with the changes, and as long as you think you are ready for new release, you can use this command, bump version, patch or minor or major, depends on like the release you want to put out, and then just git push hyphen text and then git push. Okay, then all your changes will be available on GitHub. So all we need to do is just come to the release here. You will see that and then click text. So if you have more text, then you can maybe point 0.3. Then you just click here, create release. Because I already released one, so you can edit a release. If it is a new tag, you will create a release, and then everything else is automatic. So this is how you can streamline the process without having to type the command every time. So but you just need to remember these few command lines. Okay, bump version patch. You can also use the git command in here if you want, and then you can like push. You can push text, or you can push text in here, create text or delete tag. And so that's pretty much about it. And this is what I usually do. It's very simple and straightforward. The more time that you need to spend is to basically think about what kind of functionality you want to add to the package. And once you're ready, you can clean up and you can just release the package, and so other people will be able to use your the latest function that you add to the package. Okay, so that's all for this video, and so hope to see you in the next video. Take care.